Life is an intricate journey filled with moments of joy, sorrow, triumphs, and tribulations. Amidst the ebbs and flows, it's not uncommon to encounter obstacles that seem insurmountable, leaving us feeling overwhelmed and hopeless. However, for those who believe in a higher power, there is solace in the belief that God provides a pathway through even the darkest of times. In this narrative, we explore the profound concept of divine intervention and how faith can illuminate the way out of life's most daunting challenges. In times of adversity, it's natural for doubts to creep into our minds, clouding our judgment and dimming our hope. Yet, it is precisely during these moments that faith plays its most crucial role. It's about trusting in the unseen, believing that there is a greater plan unfolding beyond our comprehension. When we relinquish control and surrender to the will of God, we open ourselves to the possibility of miracles. The journey of faith is not without its tests. There are times when the burdens we carry feel too heavy to bear, and the road ahead appears bleak. It's during these moments of despair that we must remember the promise of divine intervention. For God does not abandon His children, He provides a guiding light to lead them out of the darkness. Throughout history, there have been countless tales of individuals who have experienced God's miraculous intervention in their lives. From the biblical narrative of Moses parting the Red Sea to modern-day accounts of miraculous healings, these stories serve as a testament to the power of faith. They remind us that no matter how dire our circumstances may seem, there is always hope on the horizon. One such story is that of Joseph, a man who endured years of hardship and betrayal before ultimately finding redemption. Sold into slavery by his own brothers and unjustly imprisoned, Joseph could have easily succumbed to bitterness and despair. Yet, he remained steadfast in his faith, trusting that God had a plan for his life. In the end, Joseph's unwavering faith led him to a position of power and influence, where he was able to save his family from famine and reconcile with his brothers. Similarly, the story of Job illustrates the profound depths of faith in the face of adversity. Despite enduring unimaginable suffering, Job refused to curse God, declaring, "Though he slay me, yet will I trust him." In the end, Job's faith was rewarded, and he was blessed with even greater abundance than before. These stories serve as reminders that God works in mysterious ways, often using our trials and tribulations to shape us into the people He intends us to be. While we may not always understand the reasons behind our suffering, we can take comfort in the knowledge that God is always working behind the scenes, orchestrating events for our ultimate good. In the midst of life's storms, it's easy to lose sight of God's presence. Yet, it is precisely during these tumultuous times that His hand is most evident. Whether it's a sudden breakthrough in a seemingly hopeless situation or a gentle nudge in the right direction, God is constantly at work in our lives, offering solutions to our most pressing problems. For those who are struggling to see a way out of their current circumstances, I urge you to hold fast to your faith. Trust that God sees your struggles and knows the desires of your heart. Though the path may be difficult and the journey arduous, know that you are never alone. God is walking alongside you, guiding your steps and leading you to a brighter tomorrow. In conclusion, the concept of divine intervention serves as a beacon of hope for believers around the world. It reminds us that no matter how insurmountable our problems may seem, God is always there, ready to offer a way out. By placing our trust in Him and surrendering to His will, we can navigate life's challenges with confidence, knowing that He will never forsake us. So, watch with unwavering faith as God proves a way out to your problems, for His love knows no bounds. Continuing on the theme of divine intervention and the unwavering support of God, it's essential to recognize that the solutions He provides may not always come in the form we expect. Often, His answers are veiled in unexpected circumstances or hidden within the depths of our own hearts. Consider the story of the Israelites wandering in the wilderness for 40 years. Despite their grumbling and lack of faith, God remained faithful, providing manna from heaven and water from a rock to sustain them. However, it wasn't until they reached the brink of despair that God revealed His ultimate plan, the Promised Land. Similarly, in our own lives, the solutions to our problems may lie just beyond the horizon, waiting for the perfect moment to reveal themselves. It's in these moments of waiting and uncertainty that our faith is truly tested. Will we continue to trust in God's timing, even when the answer seems distant? Or will we succumb to doubt and fear? The story of David and Goliath provides another poignant example of God's ability to provide a way out of seemingly impossible situations. Faced with a formidable opponent and armed with nothing but a sling and a stone, David trusted in God's strength to deliver him. And deliver him, He did. With a single stone, David defeated Goliath and secured victory for his people. In our own battles against the giants of life, whether they be financial struggles, health crises, or relationship woes, we can take heart in the knowledge that God is fighting alongside us. Though the odds may seem stacked against us, we serve a God who specializes in turning the impossible into the possible. Moreover, it's important to remember that God's solutions often extend beyond our immediate needs. While we may be focused on finding a quick fix to our problems, God is more interested in transforming us from the inside out. It's through our trials and tribulations that we are refined and molded into the image of Christ, equipped to fulfill the purposes He has ordained for our lives. In the words of the Apostle Paul, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose." Even in the midst of our darkest moments, God is at work, weaving together the threads of our lives to create a masterpiece of redemption and grace. So, as we navigate the ups and downs of life, let us cling to the promise that God will indeed provide a way out to our problems. Whether through a miraculous intervention or a subtle shift in perspective, His solutions are always perfect and perfectly timed. With unwavering faith and trust in His goodness, we can rest assured that no matter what challenges lie ahead, God is already paving the way to victory.